Okay, so get ready for this deep dive, because
Oh,
today
yeah.
we are going deep on something that is,
Deep.
well, it's both hilarious, but also kind of tragic.
Yeah.
In the world of Dragon Ball Z,
Right?
we're talking about the repeated demise of Yamcha.
Oh, man.
That's right, the guy who just can't seem to catch a break.
Yeah, I mean, it's fascinating how Yamcha's deaths,
Right.
they've kind of gone beyond just plot points in the show.
Yeah.
You know, they've become this legendary thing among the fans.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's become this, like, symbol of,
Yeah.
well,
Bad luck.
yeah, consistent misfortune, let's say.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I
Yeah.
think for those who might not be super familiar with Dragon Ball Z,
Right.
we're talking about an anime series
Right.
that's full of these epic battles and crazy transformations.
Totally,
And
yeah.
these super powerful characters. Right?
Yeah.
But in this world of, Super Saiyans and universe-ending threats,
Mm-hmm.
poor Yamcha,
Right.
he seems to end up, well,
6 feet under.
yeah, more often than not.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're going to dive into today right now.
Let's do it.
Why does this keep happening to him?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just bad luck?
Yeah.
Is it just a running gag for the audience?
Mhm.
Or is there something more to it?
Yeah, it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because when you look at our source material, it's literally just the phrase Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z always dying.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Which, I mean, doesn't give us a whole lot to work with, but
No.
it does perfectly capture this
Totally.
recurring event in the series.
Exactly. It does make you wonder, right?
Yeah, does this, like, Fall Guy role,
Yeah.
does it actually have a deeper meaning in Dragon Ball Z?
That's the question.
You know, and one idea is that
Uh-huh.
his deaths could highlight the increasing power levels
Oh, yeah.
and the stakes of the Dragon Ball Z universe.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just think about his death against the Cybermen.
Oh,
I mean, that scene really drove home how dangerous things were getting
for sure.
for our heroes.
Exactly. And it wasn't just a random fight.
Right.
It was Yamcha, someone who we knew,
Yeah.
someone who we considered to be strong,
Right.
being defeated so decisively.
Yeah,
It really set the stage for all the crazy battles that were to come.
totally. But is it all for laughs?
Oh, interesting.
Like his death against the Cybermen, I mean, it felt noble.
It did, yeah.
He knew he was outmatched, but he still fought
Totally.
to protect his friends,
Right, and it adds this,
like a tragic element.
exactly, this layer of tragedy to the humor,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
Which reminds us that he's not always a punchline.
yeah, you're right.
I mean, perhaps, early on he had more heroic aspirations,
Hmm.
but as the power levels got more and more intense,
Right.
his role kind of shifted.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
I'm like rethinking my whole perception of Yamcha
Right.
now.
Yeah. Interesting.
But then you have his death at the hands of Nappa,
Oh, right. Yeah.
the one where he gets blown up.
Yeah.
I mean, that felt more like comic relief.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
But even in that comedic death, you see just how dangerous the Saiyans had become.
Yeah.
It really underlined the difference in strength
Wow.
between them and the Z fighters.
Oh, yeah, big time.
At that point in time, it just reinforced the idea
Yeah.
that they were dealing with this whole new level of threat.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like every time Yamcha falls,
Mm-hmm.
it raises the stakes
He does.
for everyone else.
Yeah.
But he doesn't always die, right?
Right.
I mean, he does have moments where he contributes,
He does.
to the team.
Exactly. Think about
Yeah.
his role in the Cell Games saga.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he might not be on the front lines,
Right.
but he's there. He's training.
Yeah.
He's supporting the others.
Yeah.
He even has that really cool moment
Yeah.
where he saves Tien from the Cell Juniors.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Remember that?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So even though he's not the strongest, he still has a part to play
He
in
does.
the bigger picture.
Right.
It's like maybe his role isn't just about dying,
Uh-huh.
but about showing the resilience of the human spirit,
Oh, I like that. I like that.
even when facing overwhelming odds.
Exactly. It's about never giving up.
Yeah.
Even when you're facing
Right.
seemingly unbeatable foes.
Yeah,
And honestly, that's a message that runs through all of Dragon Ball Z.
totally. So it seems like there's more to Yamcha's story than just being like
Yeah.
the punching bag of the universe.
The cosmic punching bag.
Yeah,
I love that.
you know,
Yeah.
he may be the fall guy, but his deaths
Uh-huh.
And even his moments of survival.
Right.
They really highlight the growing dangers.
Yes.
And the unwavering spirit of the Z Fighters.
I mean, it's a really fascinating way to look at it, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. You know, Yamcha's experiences,
Right.
both tragic and humorous,
Yeah.
add this unexpected depth
Absolutely.
to the whole narrative.
Yeah, I think it leaves us with a lot to think about.
A lot to think about.
Yeah, definitely.
Does Yamcha's role as, he's a frequent casualty,
Yeah.
does that actually enhance the storytelling?
Right.
Or is it just a well-worn, albeit hilarious trope?
That's the question.
That is the question.